What's up, everyone? This is the Raw Truth coming at you with another video. And in this video, I stood by for a while and want everybody, to give their opinion about the shutdown and the things that is happening in the shutdown. And I heard a whole lot of people's opinions and shit. And the reason why they believe that there's a shutdown and shit. But me, you know how I am. I love to read outside the fucking lines. I like to, when I'm looking at something, I got to see it for what it is and read in between the lines of what the fuck is going on with this government being shut down. Yeah, looking at the meme, huh? Yeah, you see that meme right there? Isn't that something? See how Donald Trump has his hand signal? First of all, what I want you to understand, and I'm going to bring it out in this article. And this article is very, 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 very disturbing. I'm not going to read all of the article, but I will leave a link in the description box so you can read it for yourself. But in this article, it's called "Demoralized Federal Prison Officers Feel Left Behind by Law and Order Trump." And this is an article in the Huffington Post. And this article is very, 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 very disturbing. Now, I want you to focus back on that meme. And understand, in that meme, they follow a Luciferian doctrine. And the Luciferian doctrine is anarchy. And anarchy was created by a satanic Freemason, 33rd degree Freemason, Aleister Crowley, who murdered, ritualistic sacrifice, blood sacrificed over 150 children in a year. So I want you to understand that his doctrine is not only anarchy, but it's also do as thou wilt. Do as thou wilt produces anarchy. And so what I believe that this government shutdown is absolutely built to create anarchy. Why do I say that? Because if you shut down the government and you shutting down some parts of the law, and you're not paying people, which I'm going to get into this article because this article is juicy, but it's frightening to a whole lot of people. Pretty soon, people will get fed up and they're going to do as they want to do. And when you do as you want to do or do as thou wilt, there's no law that you're going to follow. And I believe that they're testing this out. So again, this article is taken by the Huffington Post, and it's called "Demoralized Federal Prison Officers Feel Left Behind by Law and Order Trump." They feel left behind. I keep trying to tell you, motherfuckers, but the vast majority of people is not going to get it. I get it. I get it. Because the vast majority of y'all motherfuckers didn't even get my men going the own way. I rent with feelings and shit, so I don't expect the vast majority of people to get this shit. But in this article, Washington, it says, throughout a presidential campaign, Donald Trump described himself as the law and order candidate and promised he'd had law enforcement officers back. But nearly a year and a half into Trump's presidency, officers in one of the nation's largest federal law enforcement agency say they feel abandoned by the administration. I mean, for real, y'all should know. Look at how many people have been indicted under Trump's administration. Look at how many people are leaving under the Trump administration. Look at the criminal shit that's going on in Trump's administration. Hey, Trump, you're talking about Haiti. Hey, Trump, your administration is a shithole in itself. Trump constantly is being caught in lies. He said Mexico's going to build the wall. Mexico's going to pay for it. Mexico's going to pay for the wall. And now he's wanting American people to pay for the wall, shutting it down on the premises, shutting the government down on the premises that we need border security. We need border security. So y'all should know, whoever voted for him, well, whoever you vote for, whether it's Democrat or Republican, they're all not for us anyway. They one fucking party. I keep trying to tell y'all. So now they feel left out. Isn't this something? Because Donald Trump wanted to leave a whole lot of people out. Donald Trump main reason of building one of the main reasons of building the fucking walls is to keep our Mexicans. The Mexicans, the so-called Mexicans, they own the vast majority of the so-called United States of America. So it was okay to try to keep them out. Now he's keeping your pay, and y'all feel abandoned. You know, I don't feel sorry for y'all. When y'all voted for Donald Trump, you voted for everything he fucking stands for. Chicken's coming home to fucking roost, but I must proceed. And it says, which has made cutbacks to the Federal Bureau of Prisons that they may put their lives at risk. Understand something. If you're a correction guard, police officer, understand your life is put at risk. But you know who else? Before y'all arrest people, or before those people go to jail or go to prison, you know who's at risk first? The community. Why? Because they have to murder somebody in the community for you police officer to come. They have to rape, rob, and murder, and steal, and gang bang, and all that shit for you police to come, so y'all can have a system to put them in prison to have the correctional guard. So the first one they offend is us. But now they become your burden because there was a community burden, and now y'all getting cut like a motherfucker. God damn. It says, a lot of our staff and officers inside of a federal prison did vote for Mr. Trump. Yeah, I know you did. How you like to vote? He spoke very highly of law enforcement and said he would support us. Of course, when he wants your fucking vote, when he wants to manipulate y'all, I mean, y'all, all he has to do is what? Just lie to y'all. Y'all starting to sound like weak-ass fucking women. He said that he loved me. No, he's doing this. Excuse me. Y'all should know what the fuck y'all was getting into. And a lot of y'all motherfuckers who are in law enforcement and police officers and shit, y'all white people. The vast majority of y'all are white people, and y'all complaining. Isn't that something? So demonize Mexicans, my brothers and sisters. I don't give a fuck what people say. They're my brothers and sisters. Demonize the Hispanics. Demonize the Native Americans. Demonize a whole lot of people. That's okay. It's okay to call Haiti a shithole country and shit. It's okay. But please, master, or please, brother, don't touch my pay. Fuck you. Come home and fucking roost. Because anybody who support and voted for that motherfucker after the shit that he said and the shit that he did, oh, come on, man. You cannot expect me to feel sorry for you. I just feel sorry for the innocent people, the things that's going to happen to them. Then it says, law enforcement, he said he will support us, said Daryl Palmer, a union official who represents BOP employees at 19 facilities in the Northeast. But I've been doing this 28 years, and I ain't never seen nothing like this. Of course, this is all in the process. Before shit hits the fan, you have to have a process. It takes a process, and it also takes certain tests. This is a test for the shit to hit the fucking fan. A lot of you law enforcement, you correction guards and shit, a lot of y'all are fucking wicked yourself too. Oh, a lot of y'all fucking wicked yourself. How many gangs gang bangers in the motherfucking prisons who control you correctional guards. How many correctional guards women are getting fucked by prisoners? How many drugs and shit and phones and shit and hits being done on motherfuckers in the prison and out of the prison that's going on under your watch, and a lot of y'all have gotten paid for it. People need to understand this shit. When you have a system that's corrupt, please don't fucking complain about any shit about what's going on when you are working for a system that's fucking corrupt and they ain't never been righteous at all. Putting innocent people in prison and shit, ruining their fucking life, having somebody going in prison just for something that's small. Okay, he robbed somebody, but he didn't kill that person or anything like that. He'd be put in prison instead of him being rehabilitated and shit. He's doing more time because he got to kill somebody in prison, or he has to join a gang and shit like that. When you create monsters, motherfuckers, don't be scared when monsters going to start coming after you, the creator. Then it says, check this out. A hiring freeze imposed by the administration, Trump shithole administration, at the start of Trump's term has left BOP severely short-staffed. Just as the administration and law enforcement policies have begun to increase its workload. You know what he's saying here? Let me break it down to you. What he's saying is there's so many people getting thrown in prison, cases after cases after cases. They put a freeze and now they're short-handed. They getting scared. They're getting scared. I forget what video it is, but what y'all need to do is y'all need to type in prison took over on YouTube. Type in any phrase like prison takeover or prison riots and shit to see how many of them motherfuckers back then were scared. They have way more prisoners in these prisons right now than they did back then. And they short fucking staff. They're like, oh, wait a minute. Hold on. They crying, telling you the chicken's fucking coming home to roost. Then it says the Bureau is one of the largest prison systems in the world's most incarcerated nation, and it is currently housed 155,000 of the nearly 184,000 federal inmates. They're way overcrowded. 155, you might as well say, let's say, that's what, 29 more thousand. Wow. Federal inmates. Federal prisons have suffered from overcrowding for years, but a drop in the federal prisons population towards the end of the Obama administration made it seem as though a path to sustainability was within sight. Officials say instead, Trump's federal hiring freeze left the prison bureau unable to fill vacancies. Isn't that some shit? Now, a lot of us know, the vast majority of us know that Barack Obama, he's a Satanist himself. He's a Freemason. But it's kind of funny how people vote Republican. They say they're Republican, but they're praising Barack Obama, saying it was sustainability when Obama was there. Oh, shit. It was sustainability. Wait a minute, white motherfuckers. Wait a minute, white people. You mad at white Trump, but you admitted that under Barack Obama it was sustainability? Oh, dear God. Goodbye, white supremacy. And even though Barack Obama is not our people per se, and he knows it and shit, but that's a whole different topic. But just to give credit to Barack Obama, even though these Republicans voted for Trump, is mind-boggling. And it says, now many facilities operate on a skeleton crew. Skeleton crew. You know, I called Key Sweat up. I text Key Sweat. I said, Key Sweat, how many correctional guards is working up there? Key Sweat said, nobody. I said, who? He said, nobody. I said, all right. It's a skeleton crew, which means there's hardly anybody there. And it says BOP employees said health workers, secretaries, and teachers at the facilities report regularly being pressured into guard duty. All right, check it out. I'm going to come back to part 2, and I'm going to read that shit again because I want it to stick in your fucking mind, because if this goes on anymore, the shit's gonna hit the fan in a place I never thought it would do. I'll be back with part 2.